You died to the slot. I actually was able to kill it. It hurt, but it was totally killable. I like how Pinello holds that. Is that a dagger or a sword? It's gotta be a sword, right? She holds it like someone that doesn't know what she's doing. Kind of just whacks him with it. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I think that they were really trying to lean into the MMO style of, like, just let the player explore. And I mean, they put a save point right by the kid. So, unless you, for some reason, don't save, you should be fine to go out there and get wrecked. But yeah, there's definitely an element of, like, just let the player explore. And like I said with the T-Rex, like, that's definitely a really great way. Really great way to do that. And it's not like, you know, it's not like they put the T-Rex in the starting area and you go and fight it and die, and then they never do that again for the rest of the game. That's there specifically to kind of teach you, like, there are going to be some enemies that are stronger. And then for the whole rest of the game, there's not only enemies like those werewolves, but there's, like, rare enemies where they can appear randomly and they're much stronger. And so, like, they're kind of teaching you to come prepared for everything throughout the whole game. It's not just a one-off, like, haha, we killed you, okay, back to the regular game. So this is what the kids on Giza Plains do to make their way. Maybe one of them will take you on as an apprentice. Yeah, let's just find the next crystal, okay? Even Bond's like, shut up, Vanilla. Tired of your crap. I got a 9 chain. A 9 werewolf, or hyena chain going on. To go left. I'm gonna have so many wolf pelts. But see, I don't remember exactly how it works, but I remember getting items from enemies is actually, like, really fun in this game because of the way you sell them and the way you use them for stuff. Like, the menus are all really slick and easy to maneuver, and it's really easy to just sell all of your loot. Basically the opposite of 11, where it's like an absolute chore to do anything with your inventory. Here I remember even getting, like, a bunch of wolf pelts is fun because of the way the loot system works. Like, if I remember correctly, the loot system is, like, separate from the regular items. So you have, like, your items, but then you have your loot, that it's, like, completely separate, which is really nice. Yeah, they're actually relevant. Look at that, I got a firestone. Probably because of my giant chain. I heard one person say they like the bizarre mechanic and one person say it's dumb. Oh, my chain actually broke. Maybe because I touched the save point. I'll have to see what I think of it. I think I remember liking the Bazaar system, but we'll see. Earthstone. Another Earthstone. What do you mean? The entire economy is based on me selling 500 wolf pelts. If I don't sell those 500 wolf pelts, the whole economy will crash. I think part of the reason that just exploring is really fun in this game is how quickly the fights end. Like, you notice, like, even the strong enemies, they go down pretty quick. Everything goes down quick. You go down quick, and the enemies go down quick, you know? We're not standing and fighting something for, like, 2 minutes. Everything's... In fact, I would say that these are probably the fastest battles in Final Fantasy. In any Final Fantasy. I don't remember what the gold name means. I mean, everything's very quick. Until they don't, yeah. There's so much treasure. So many much treasures. What if this gave me like 2%? Oop. Now I'm curious as to if you could get... Because it seems like some kind of RNG roll. Because I got a higher percent the second time I did the same crystal when I died. So now I'm kind of curious if we could get like a really lucky roll and actually get it in 2. Hey, you've got a sunstone. Let's take a look. Seems okay to me. Not bad for city folk. So here's what happened. Masuya's always warning us to stay away from the werewolves, right? Now we get a warning about the werewolves. Well, a bunch of us decided we'd have a little contest, see who's the bravest. Started out as a lark, but Tot said that none of us kids living on the plains should be scared of monsters. I guess I got carried away. Don't any of the grown-ups know though, okay? Wait, Tot said none of you should be afraid of monsters. He's a... insane person. Anyway, my leg's feeling better now. Let's head back to the village. I'll race ya, try and keep up. This kid never learns. He does that same goofy run that Kites does. Always makes me happy to hear someone playing 10 for the first time and loving it. That's what's so great. I mean, I've said this a million times, but that's what's so great about the Final Fantasy series. There's something for everyone. Like, 10 is such a story, character-driven tale. And then 12 is much more of like this open-world mechanical game. They're so different, but you can enjoy both, or you can enjoy one or the other, you know, depending on your tastes. It's just great. And that was one of the driving forces behind wanting to do Final Fantathon, because there truly is a Final Fantasy for everyone. I think everyone that enjoys games, or, you know, unless you just really dislike strategy games in general, I think there's a Final Fantasy for everyone, and being able to kind of show them all in a casual way gives everyone a chance to be like, oh, this might be the one for me, you know. And boy bands. Jin made it back home safe and sound. He is a good boy, but how his mind wanders. He never thinks of the worry it causes me. Bro, it was Tot's fault. I'm sorry if he was any trouble. Please take these with my thanks. Just wipes his nose. Jin gave you a sunstone, yes? I hope it may be of some help to you. Where's Tot, that lunatic? Nutsy. So, I don't remember what these things are officially called, but they're like rabbit Moogles. They're pretty great. Are they just called Moogles in this game? Is this just their type of Moogle? Because they're like really different. They got whiskers and giant ears. I think they all have wings, right? Or is that just part of his costume? I think they all have wings. I'm just a traveling Moogle. Oh, he literally just said traveling Moogle. I'm just a traveling Moogle. Trying to scrape by. I should be here while the dry holds, Kupo, but the monsters during the rains are too scary. The dry should last a while longer, but take care during the rains, Kupo. Those big lightning balls don't mess around. I like the way he talks. Would you like to buy a map? Sure. A fine purchase, Kupo. You won't regret it. Moogle's honor. Oh, they're different variations? I want to see more Moogles. Don't believe Nutsy's lies. So much treasure. Vaughn, I guess. If you type !Phantathon into the chat, BX, you can see the whole schedule. After this is Tactics, actually, which is going to be a blast. And then 13, and then 14. There's another Moogle. Look at those cute wings. Flapping. $500 gil. Like pretty much all the gil I've made all game long for a Chocobo. $16 will not be part of Fantathon. Because A, it'll complicate things. And B, we want to play it when it comes out, not wait. So, Phantathon will stay what it is. No need to change it. And we'll just play 16 on release as a separate Let's Play. I wonder if I went to the... I guess I should just go to the other place. I'm just gonna go to the Gambit shop to see if I like bought a Gambit, if it would let me change my Gambits, but I'll just wait. I don't think 16 is going to be delayed. It's looking pretty much done.
Hey, Vaughn.
Huh?
It's been a long time since we did anything together. Too long. I had a really good time. Well, I should probably be getting back to the store. Actually, I was kind of supposed to be watching the place for Magello. And Vaughn, try to stay out of trouble. For me.
So wait, you were supposed to be watching the store.
If you weren't here, if something happened to you.
That's really bad. Like, holy
I'm
cow.
not going anywhere, okay?
That's what I wanted to hear. See you later.
Like, man, how did they not notice how bad that sounds?
Sorry, Penelo.
Sorry, I'm gonna go get killed. So she's all like, Vaughn, you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. Vaughn, you're supposed to be a good boy. Vaughn. And then she was slacking off too. She was supposed to be watching the store. Freaking hate Penelo. She's the worst. Oh ho, so you've got a sunstone, have you? Hand it over, my boy, and I'll use it to give the crescent stone back its magics like I promised.
Now you'll be wanting to know how to sneak into the palace, eh? First you go to Storehouse 5. You know the one. 2 doors she has. Now the right takes Ban Ratsbane to his territorial hunting grounds in the sewer bottom. But that's not the way you'll go. No, you'll take the left door down into the Garamsite waterway. The waterway leads to a stair. The stair to the palace cellars. That's your way in. But don't go counting your gil just yet, my boy. Getting into the palace was the easy part. The way into the treasury is carefully hidden.
Carefully.
That's where this crescent stone comes in. The magics it bears can open the hidden door to the treasury, you see. Listen, Vaughn, for the words I shall speak are most important, and not to be forgotten. Do you understand? The signet yearns for sunstone strength to light the clouded way. Once in the palace, you'll find the signet tile, very important. Give to it the sun's power, and it will light your path. Very well. Oh, a warning. Be aware that if you're caught, you'll spend the rest of your short life rotting in the Nalbina dungeons. So,
just a
look
small,
sharp, my boy.
just a small warning.
And don't go running off before you're ready. Plans freshly hatched have a habit of tumbling from the nest straight into the hunter's stew pot.
Wait, he put it back in his pocket, and then he gave it to me.
Squads 3 through 6 are in place. They stand ready. So far, the Imperials haven't noticed a thing.
Then go now and hurry the others. By nightfall, we must ensure all our men are in place.
Sir.
Sir. Wait a second. That was a cool belt. They really like torso shots in this game. Show everyone's torso. They went through all that work painting the abs. They have to show it off. Yeah, after playing X2, I'm like pretty nullified of like butt shots because nothing can ever be as bad as that game. I'm pretty sure we saw the characters' butts more than we saw the characters' faces in X2. Let's check out the weapon shop. I'm not gonna lie to you. I opened the door pretty quickly and I saw Amal's weapon shop, but it did not look like Amal. I'm glad his name is Amal. Wow, what a selection you have. Like, it's to the point where, like, it's not even like fan service. It's like they didn't even know how to do, like, shots. Like, half the shots are just behind people for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, I understand having butt shots because it's X2 and they know why people are buying it. But, like, it almost comes across as just incompetency more than fan service. You know what I mean? I already have leather stuff. These shops are useless. Makes you prepare, but we're not going to have anything of value in any of the shops. Can I do any licensing yet? I can get a license for stuff I don't own. Maybe I should go see if I can buy Libra. Is there an ability shop? Yeah. I could also buy Cure, probably. Well, the game gives you a lot of potions, so I don't know if we need Cure, but... There goes most of my money. Okay, so I don't think you actually do need to be the correct level or anything. It's just buy it and use the board. But can I even use it without a... staff? You missed the best scene of Final Fantasy X too. There's a special hot water place scene on Mount Gagazet with the 3 girls. I did not miss that scene. I dodged it. There's a difference. I think avoided is the word you were looking for. Ah, that is so expensive. And I can't even sell my stuff yet. Well, actually, I could sell these. Sell my wolf pelts. Holy cow. Vaughn. You've been sitting on a gold mine this whole time. You don't have to steal from guards, dude. Just go kill some wolves. You're rich. Where's the orange Jack Nebraska hot tub scene? I'll link you later. Not right now. Okay, so I think I can use Libra at least, but I don't know if I can use Cure. Okay, so where were the sewers? From Lowtown, right? I would imagine. I want to go to the Gambit shop just to see if we can actually buy something. You're not listening. No, I'm ignoring you. Yeah, see, they won't even sell me yet. No, I didn't miss it on purpose. But if I had known about it, I would have. Yeah, I think part of the problem with the license board as well is... wow, jump scare. Kite's jump scare. Hey, Vaughn, I finally worked out how to get the door on the left side open. I hope there's something in there besides rats. I wanted to go in first, so I waited for you to come before opening it. I wanted you to go in first. Well, that's one of the reasons I waited. Thing is, I'm going to need some special tools to open the door. Going to need you to go fetch them for me. I know. Not the most exciting thing to do, is it? Heh. I'm just messing with you. I've got everything I need ready to go. What? Is that like a stab at Final Fantasy XI? Okay. I'm gonna need you to go get all these tools to open the door. Just kidding. I got everything. That would be so boring, wouldn't it? Haha. Wouldn't it be boring if you had to get a bunch of crap from the town to open the door? Unga, hoomph. It's open. Now we've got a whole nother place to explore. Oh, and I almost forgot. Take these with you before you go. No telling what's down there. Might come in handy. And throwing the shade already. How's it going, Blah? How's it going, Joe? Shots fired. Ah, my shoes are wet. Every rat must die. Oh, hey. Before we do this... actually is one more thing we can do. Buy one, get one on rat pelts. What the heck would you make out of a rat pelt? Or rat skin? Would anyone like a nice rat purse? A rat belt. It's like a belt with like a rat tail sticking out. Make a nice crisp rat. Yeah, I was gonna talk about it. I've talked about it before. But, one of the great things about Zodiac Age is the ×2 ×4 thing. Which is funny, because usually I dislike that. Like, in Final Fantasy VII, I hated that that was an option right off the bat. I understand it's there for people that have already beaten the game and just want to, like, play it again quicker. But I always thought it should be something that you unlock after beating the game. It just feels like a cheat, like it shouldn't really be accessible right away. But I understand why they do it. But it always kind of bothered me that, like, people that have never played Final Fantasy VII before can just ×3 their way through the game. And, like, it's kind of a silly thing because you could just not do it. But it's kind of one of those things where if it's there, people want to use it. If you give the player access to it, they're going to use it, kind of thing. And so it was always just kind of annoying. But in Zodiac Age, I really like the fact that it's there, because it really does make the game feel a lot nicer, like in a current state. Back when this game came out, it didn't feel slow, but playing it nowadays, it can feel pretty slow, and I think it is going to feel slow at times as we play it. And when I started Zodiac Age, like I said, I had played it for a few hours when it came out to try it out, and I found myself using it. At first, I was like, I'm not going to use this. This is cheating. I'm going to play the game legit. But then, after like backtracking through a dungeon for the third time with no enemies and just getting from point A to point B, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use this. It just makes the game feel a lot better. Like, you'll see as we play through, like, just having it there is really, really nice. So, and there's also cool things you can do with it, like setting up all your gambits and then just watching the 4x speed blast things, or getting a huge monster chain, like, way faster and stuff like that. But yeah, my mind kind of changed on that. When they first said we're adding a ×4, I was like, oh man, not this again. Like, I hated how they put that in 7, 8, and 9 right off the bat. But the more I thought about it, the more I felt like it just makes the game better. So anyways, we can get this bounty. It looks like he punched me in the face. Did you ever notice a Bonga standing watch in front of a building on the north end? It might be worth your way to pay him a visit. So there's another hunt we can do. Seek brave souls for slaying the fearsome beastie. My future rests on your swift response. My name is Gatsley. Seek me in the Sandsea Tavern. It's literally like right here. Saw my bill? My bill to hunt Dextra? Or Dexterra? You're looking for Gatsley. You found him. I own a shop over in the bazaar, but times have been tough, so I put an order for some new goods, hoping to stir up some business. Put up everything I own as collateral against that shipment. Trouble is, this beastie in the Westersand's been attacking the caravans. As it happens, my goods are supposed to be arriving by way of the Westersand too. If this Dexterra were to attack, what are my goods? Please, you must kill Dexterra for me. Now we're talking. Dexterra stalks the Westersand, a region known as Galtia Downs. Caravan driver said they were set up upon along the cliff wall to your left as you leave the city via the west gate. Depending on you, if our shop goes under, my wife and I will be turned out on the streets. How's it going, Titus? Yeah, so I really love the hunt system and how they give you, like, clues. It's just always really fun. Without a doubt, my favorite part of 12 is the hunt system, so. And since you can do this hunt really early, we should do it. And then also, I think we can actually go ahead and talk to the guy up here. So this is part of Phantathon, which is a quest to let's play every mainline Final Fantasy game. We've been doing it for over 2 years now. You can type !Phantathon in the chat for more info. But we're playing the original North American version of every game as a way of kind of time capsuling them. So this is the original PS2 version, playing on a PS2, and upscaled through SCART. Ah, you've got your primer, so you have. Well, what are you standing about out here for? In with ya. Can't quite recall your face. Are you new? Might want to pay special heed to what the folks inside have to say. Best place in the game. I love this dude. What's his name again? Mont Blanc, yeah. Kupopo, yours is a new face. Are you a hunter? Welcome to our clan hall. I'm Mont Blanc, founder of Clan Centaurio. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Kupo. Our clan is a very strict entrance examination. We should begin yours at once. And you pass. Moogles are quick to make up their minds, Kupo. Here in the Clan Hall, you'll hear about especially dangerous marks you won't find posted on any board the moment they rear their ugly heads. Well, I'll get on with filing the necessary clan membership certificates. I'll be finished in no time flat, Kupo. Kupo, I nearly forgot. Now that you're a member, you can make purchases from our clan shop in the Moon Through Bazaar. Be sure to stop by, Kupo. Happy hunting. Here's our first First bunny lady. And she has a name with no vowels. Excellent. How fares the hunt? All your membership papers are in order, Kupo. Allow me to give you this to commemorate your joining of the guild. I'll have a little something for you each time you attain a new clan rank, Kupo. Keep up the splendid work, Kupo. Kupo, I'm sorry, but I don't have any hunts to tell you about at the moment, Kupo. So now we got that all set up, so we can grab hunts later. Yeah, I like the Moogles. They're still Moogles, but they're unique to Iblis. I find it funny that you said you spent 400 hours platting Zodiac Age, and watching me play it makes you want to play it again. This is definitely one of those games where there's so much content and so much to do that once you're done doing it, you could like start over and do it again, and it would feel fresh. But like I said, probably better to stick to Zodiac Age. Unless you're playing this version for a reason. So this guy, he has better stuff based on your clan rank, which is cool. Right now he has potions. Because we suck. We're a moppet. Actually, am I still a moppet? I'm still a moppet, aren't I? Even though I killed a tomato. Ah, still a moppet. Forever a moppet. Death, you moppet. Guy kills a tomato and wants a rank up. Dude, did you see that tomato? It was a killer. Cold-blooded killer. But yeah. The rank system, or the whole like clan hunt system is definitely my favorite part of this game. It allows them to make some really unique boss fights that like don't really fit in the game normally. So normally when you create boss fights for a game, you have to make sure that even if they're unique, they're like accessible and approachable, because you don't want players to get stuck on them. You know, because you don't want to like get halfway through the story and then get stuck on some boss because it's like really unique and you don't really understand it, and then end up putting the game down before you finish it. So this gave them the ability to like create really unique, different fights that sometimes are really difficult or like way above your level or just different in the way you approach them. And not have to worry about gating the player. Because for one, it doesn't affect your ability to finish the game. And for two, you can accept multiple hunts at once. So if one is too hard for you or you can't do yet, you can always do another one. So this allowed them to go a little crazy with the enemy. With like the boss fights and how they designed them. And also, some of them are quite the puzzle to find. There's one in particular that you might know which one I'm talking about. There's a specific hunt that has a really stupid clue and is really difficult to figure out how to actually do casually. I had to look it up as a kid, and I thought it was the stupidest thing ever. I'll never forget it. Still frustrates me to this day that I couldn't figure it out on my own. Shiny! Thank you so much for the primer. 20-monther. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, for the most part, I remember the hunts having a pretty cool difficulty curve where, like, they're usually a bit harder than your normal fight. that you would normally be doing, so it's kind of like a little extra challenge.
Yeah.
Speaking of extra challenge, this area is a little above my pay grade. Should have done this hunt when I had Pinello in the party. Nice, I can use Cure. Do I have tutorials? No. No, I've never made any tutorials for 12. But we'll be fighting the super bosses on this playthrough, so. Okay, he said follow the left wall or the right wall. This is why the clan premiere comes into play. Never mind, it didn't actually tell me what he said. Is it on the map? The west wall? Well, that would be this. But is it, should I go through this? Or should I just stay on the west wall in this area? Ouch. I don't think I'm killing these things. Run! Yeah, so this is cool. This hunt's actually kind of a bit above my pay grade, so I can do the main quest and then come back to it. Maybe the hunt itself is doable, but given how strong these enemies are, probably not. You want to tussle? Also, you can Libra now. Whoop. I can see he's weak against. What is that? Rock? Looks like rock. It also looks like a bicep. Chocolate. Is weak against chocolate. Oh yeah, that's right. Libra works totally different in this game. So Libra is actually like an ailment. I have Libra status, so now anything I look at, I have info on. Instead of having to individually target each enemy and Libra each enemy. I like this. Yeah, that's way better, honestly. I like that a lot. Wait. I'm the wrong way. That's all, like, the biggest thing about 12 is just the attention to quality of life is what makes this game really approachable. When you say it's a MMO, but it's a single-player MMO, that sounds kind of awful. That sounds like, wow, it's going to be, like, overly complicated and not fun. But they put so much attention into the user experience that it really pays off. And then Zodiac Age even, like, went above that, yeah. The other cool thing about that hunt is I'm sure I have to go that way at some point for story so that I can do it on my way. It's always good to check the hunts first, so you might have one on your way to the next main objective. Single-player MMO is basically what Final Fantasy XIV is nowadays. You're getting me excited to play Final Fantasy XIV. 11 actually did turn out to be a pretty good Let's Play, but I think 14 will lend itself much better to the Let's Play formula than 11 did, given what I've heard about it. Okay, let's just go this way. I like that they have the big city, but at the same time, there's a lot of entrances everywhere to where you want to go. I find myself usually pretty close to an entrance to Lowtown, like from any spot in the city. It gives the illusion of being big, but it's not actually that big. It's only like 4 screens. And then Lowtown. It's a new town, or a new shop. Alright. We really need to move on in the story so that the merchants actually have something. How's it going, Arcane? How's it going, Sed? I don't remember the balancing being bad in this game. I remember the balancing in terms of the difficulty curve is really good. Yeah, just open the door, dude. I need your permission. But post-game, I do remember some of the fights just being outrageous. And like I said before, I loved this game as a kid. I played the holy crap out of it, hundreds of hours, and I still don't think I ever actually beat every super boss. It was just too much for me as a kid. But yeah, I do remember disliking the license board, and it's so much better in Zodiac Age. So much better in Zodiac Age. In this game, it feels more of just an extra step for no reason. Like, I bought Cure, I just want to use Cure. I don't want to have to get the license for it because I already bought it. So it just feels like an extra step, and you don't actually get anything out of it. All you're getting from the license board is the ability to use stuff you already have, you know? In Zodiac Age, they made it way more of, like, its own thing that's interesting and linked to, like, the classes and stuff. Works out way better. Time to kill some rats! My favorite pastime. The license board just feels like taxes, yeah. Vaughn is a professional rat killer. Yeah, like I was saying before, I don't think that every mechanic in the game has to have story implications, but I do kind of wonder, like, what the license board is. You know what I mean? Like, who am I getting who am I getting a license from? You know what I mean? Like, even just calling it licenses feels weird. Like, my whole character is... I'm not listening to society, like, you know, I'm not doing what the higher-ups want me to do, but then I have to get a license to use my weapons, you know, like, it just doesn't fit very well with the whole thematic of the game. I almost would have preferred it just called, like, an ability board or something, you know? Like, now I have the ability to use a hammer. Before, I didn't have the ability to use a hammer, but now I do. But calling it a license just almost feels like it's going against the grain of the game and what it's trying to... the story it's trying to tell. Where you going, rat? No rat gets out alive. I am Vaughn, killer of rats. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, Vaughn's whole character is that he doesn't do what the guards tell him to do. He's a rogue. He's literally Robin Hood. So, like, him getting a license to use the dagger that he stole makes no sense. You know? No one likes him anyways. Okay, you're not wrong, but just saying. Oh my god, it's a flying rat. They've upgraded. Yo, let's go and see Mark. I think it's just a, yeah, it was a poor choice of words. It feels like they had the mechanic and they wanted to use it, but then they kind of shoehorned it in because it doesn't really have its own identity. It's just, you buy something and then you also have to get a license. The only thing I like about the license board is how you, like, unlock stuff and then it unlocks everything around it. And you kind of work your way through, you know? Like, it's fun to see what you can find. But the caveat to that is when you get a really cool spell, like, oh, I just got Comet, and I really want to use Comet. Then you go around trying to look for Comet, you, like, can't find it. That is annoying. We have this, like, I finally got this really strong magic, and then you're, like, doing all these magic squares, and you can't find Comet. You're like, what the heck? You get some really cool sword you want to use, but you can't find the license for it. It was like, wow. I bought these sweet SpongeBob pajamas, but I can't find the license to wear them. Guess I'll just burn them. Yeah, it at least tells you what type they are, like magic or technique, but yeah, other than that, it's completely hidden. Unless you use the old Google. I have no license for pants.